Canada's labour market missed on expectations for December with virtually no job growth last month. The unemployment rate held steady at 5.8%. Now, some were expecting job gains of 15,000. It actually worked out to a gain of about 100 jobs. And remember, it comes with record high immigration. But it also matches data that we have seen, which shows our economy is cooling because of higher borrowing costs. And that really was the intention of those interest rate hikes, to cool the economy in an effort to cool inflation. Now, on the plus side, it gives policymakers room to consider lowering interest rates in the coming months, with most economists expecting cuts by June. The next interest rate announcement is January 24th, but no change is expected at that meeting. One other note here, wage gains accelerated over the prior year by 5.7%. That was higher than the expectations for growth of 5.4% and the strongest pace since January of 2021. This will be something the Bank of Canada watches closely because it could be inflationary. Florida is turning to Canada for help to lower prescription drug prices. So this plan was signed into law in 2019, but now the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has cleared the way for 2 years for Florida's plan to import prescription drugs from Canada. The goal, of course, to access cheaper prescription medications following decades of frustration with U.S. drug prices. Now, Canada sets limits on the prices drug makers can charge if they wish to enter the market, while the U.S. has long had the highest prescription drug prices in the world, with essentially no government limits on what companies can charge. The FDA is very likely to face legal challenges over the decision, but there are already concerns on this side of the border about potential shortages. And Microsoft could overtake Apple as the most valuable company in the U.S. Microsoft shares lost a little this week, with the market cap now sitting at $2.7 trillion, while Apple is at $2.8 trillion. Shares in Apple had a terrible first week of 2024 after 2 downgrades on concerns about iPhone sales going forward. Shares in Apple down by about 6% this week. In the CityNews Business Center, I'm Kris McCusker.